Here are 3 things you're not investing in your midterm rental journey today that will make you all the difference in the world between you landing a lucrative midterm rental insurance contract and even before then having the right property to you not being able to land and not getting the profitability and occupancy that you're looking for. So here's number one. Number one, where you should be investing the most time in is understanding and being able to underwrite a midterm rental correctly. How do I underwrite a midterm rental correctly? It's by underwriting a short-term rental deal. There is a lot of resources online. Shout out to airdna.co, where you need to be very clear and understand how to underwrite a short-term rental, to understand the occupancy, understand the average daily rate, understand your best case scenario, average and worst case scenario, understand all the costs associated with running that midterm rental, such as cleaning fees, such as your monthly overhead, such as what is going to actually be the occupancy in that market, and have you factor that into your numbers, understanding what are outliers and what are not for your data, so that you're very clear on when you're calculating your average daily rate in that marketplace, that you're not including a property that has a pool in your numbers, because we know that pools make more than 25% in revenue than homes without pools. So just understanding, getting granular on how to underwrite a deal is where you should spend your time. If you're currently getting value from watching this video, you'll want to make sure you take a second and click below to grab the midterm rental insurance blueprint to help accelerate your process in being able to land these midterm rental insurance contracts with respect to your marketplace. Make sure you click the button below and grab it, and continue on with the gems in this video. Run every deal that we buy in midterm rental, whether you're buying, co-hosting, arbitraging, you want to run the numbers like a short-term rental, so that you're very clear that if you don't get a midterm rental contract, what are the STR numbers going to do and where do they land, right? Number 2 is your technology. You want to make sure that if you're coming in and you've never done short-term rentals, it's going to be the exact same technology that we use for short-term rentals. Here are the top 3. Number 1 is having a smart lock system. Number 2 is having ring cameras or doorbell cameras, so that you can see who's coming in and out of the home. And number 3 is a security system. You're going to want to have a security system in place to give you that extra peace of mind, that protection. And should someone overstay your property, you always can actually arm the house as a way, and if someone moves, it will trigger them and then the police will come. So those are kind of investments that are much needed. And last but not least, number 3, it is your team. Your team is mainly made out of cleaner, number 1, and then of course your handyman. But in order to keep the pipeline full, your team are the relocation specialists, and it's going to be very critical that you work and focus on building a relationship with these individuals in order for you to then start being able to land large lucrative deals. It's 3 things that are super critical. So again, just to recap, you want to make sure you understand how to underwrite a midterm rental. You do that by underwriting it as a short-term rental as your exit strategy, so you're clear on what it can do in that place. Do you need to have a permit? All these things. Underwrite a deal as if you're buying an Airbnb or short-term rental, or are going to manage or co-host. Number 2 is you want to make sure you have the right tech in place, the smart locks, the cameras, and the security system. And number 3 is you want to make sure you're investing in your team. You start with your realtor, you ask your realtor for a cleaner, and then from your cleaner, you ask your cleaner if they have a handyman, and from there you're building a team. But most importantly, in order to keep those properties full, you'll want to rely on a relocation specialist. And I do have a video that you should check out to see how you can start to engage with relocation specialists, because they're going to be very, very critical in your success on being able to land these midterm rental insurance contracts. If you got value from this video, make sure you check out the how to get in front of relocation specialists in your market in order to be able to capitalize on the midterm rental insurance contracts in your marketplace.